Oh, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So many dreams, yeah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome back to another episode of our special Ramadan reminder series where we are taking just one ayah from different surahs of the Quran, inshallah, and seeing how during this month of Ramadan we can apply them to our daily lives, inshallah. If you are new here, my name is Aisha Abdul Hadi and I help Muslims succeed without overwhelm. So, inshallah, today we are looking at an ayah in Surah Al A'raf if you want to follow along. And as usual, we will play the ayah for you first. So, those of you who want to get your Qurans, we are going to ayah number 31. So, we're on Surah 7, ayah number 31, inshallah. Let's listen to it first.
يا بني آدم خذوا زينتكم عند كل مسجد وكلوا واشربوا ولا تسرفوا إنه لا يحب المسرفين.
Okay, so, O children of Adam, dress properly whenever you are at worship. Eat and drink, but do not waste. Surely he does not like the wasteful. So, let's have a little think, inshallah, about what we can learn and what we can take away from today's ayah. So, first of all, focusing on the eating and drinking, but not being excessive. Um, Moderation is a key principle in Islam. So, this extends to every aspect of our life, from our worship to our daily habits. So, this ayah here reminds us, first of all, to maintain a balance, especially how we consume food and other worldly blessings. And in the dunya, often you would see, people are surrounded with indulgence. And here, Islam is telling us to practice self restraint and be grateful, practice gratitude. And there is a harm in being extravagant in eating and maintaining this unhealthy lifestyle. First of all, this ayah is a direct instruction from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in encouraging us to enjoy the blessings He provides, but with caution against being excessive. Because extravagance can lead to spiritual and physical harm, as we know. Overeating impacts our health. It causes you to, have many different forms of illnesses. Whereas if you spend excessively, that also means that you're being, wasteful, and it can lead to arrogance as well. So Islam teaches us that every blessing is a trust or amana from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we will be held accountable for how we use it. By practicing moderation, we protect our bodies, our wealth, and our hearts from becoming attached to this dunya in an unhealthy way. So, what are some key lessons we can take away? First of all, think about your health. Overeating or consuming harmful foods leads to physical ailments. Moderation, however, protects our well being and allows us to maintain our energy, which obviously then you need to do all of your other actions, including your ibadah, right? It's no good filling yourself up and then causing yourself to become a level of unhealthy where then you can't practice other aspects of your life. Secondly, self control. Restraining our desires fosters discipline, a key trait of a successful believer, because do try and be quite disciplined in our lives, inshallah. And by being moderate, it's including moderation in consumption. This teaches us to prioritize your needs over your wants, inshallah. And thirdly, gratitude. Recognizing that our provisions are a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encourages us to be thankful and to share with those less fortunate. Well, how are some practical ways in which we can think about this specific part of the ayah which we're focusing on today? First of all, mindful eating. Eat with intention. Follow the sunnah by eating in moderation. Obviously, start your meals with Bismillah. Say the dua for eating. Say the dua when you have finished eating. Obviously, you eat every single day, several times a day. The more you say these duas, even your children will learn them in a really easy manner, inshallah. Stop before you are completely full. Don't stuff yourself till you can't possibly have any more, especially during this month of Ramadan, subhanAllah, when people tend to eat more than they usually would. And people tend to cook a lot more variety of foods than they usually do because they have this false belief that because we're fasting, we need to have so many different dishes at the iftar table, subhanallah, that you're so full that that does then, be truthful, impact on your ibadah in Taraweeh, because people say, oh, I'm really full, I feel a bit sleepy, you burpy and all of that kind of things, which you don't want. So reflect on the source of your food and actually be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah. Even the dua when you open your fast, that's what it's reflecting, that you're grateful that your stomachs are full and that your veins are moist, alhamdulillah. So think about that and be grateful. Next, let's think about budgeting. Be mindful of your spending habits. Allocate resources for your needs whilst also setting aside a portion for charity, for sadaqah, inshallah. And avoid wastefulness by planning meals and making conscious financial decisions, again, by not buying things. And this was really true in COVID times, where people were queuing up and buying huge amounts of food, astaghfirullah, which were then just going in the bin because there was this mad panic that the food was going to run out. So try not to do things like that, even on your weekly shopping as well, buying things that you then, you don't need. Write it down and make a plan of which meals you're going to be making and what food items, ingredients you would actually need for yourself. Thirdly, family practice. Involve your family in decisions about moderation. Encourage your children to recognize blessings and practice gratitude through small, consistent acts of charity, as well as being mindful when consuming food, inshallah. So, through this ayah, we are reminded that balance is the best path for us. And, by being moderate people and by embracing moderation, we can nurture both our physical and spiritual sides, inshallah, by being and also remaining grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the blessings He has provided, inshallah. So I hope you found today's episode useful, inshallah. If you did miss any of the other episodes, you can catch up with them easily. But until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.